Okay, welcome to Conscious Tarot. We're going to be doing a spread today for Aries for the next 7 days. This is for Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Again, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, the following 7 days. Okay, what does Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know for the next 7 days? Guidance for Aries. All right, let's see what we got. So we got the Nine of Swords reversed, the Two of Swords crossing, Queen of Swords reversed, Ten of Cups, Four of Swords reversed above. Before you, we've got the Nine of Wands reversed, Five of Swords reversed, the Magician, Ten of Pentacles reversed, and we got the Star, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And in the underworld, we've got the Two of Wands reversed. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. Let's start with the Nine of Swords reversed and the Two of Swords. So this is, we're starting with something that has been worrying you, keeping up at night, and really the pathway to restore peace, to come out of this situation that has been causing stress and anxiety in your life. The Queen of Swords reversed at the bottom and the Ten of Cups behind you is telling me the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, typically she knows, she's smart, she's intelligent, she knows how to use her mind, she has understanding. Particularly one of her keen abilities is how to untangle herself from the mind. And when it's reversed, it's telling me that at the heart of the matter, there is a block there. There's something that needs to be realized. You're not using your mind properly. And this could be manifesting as possibly some bitterness on your part. Some bitterness might be keeping you from moving forward, seeing the way out of this, from being able to restore peace. There may have been some recent, in the recent past, there may have been some happiness, some kind of happy ever after moment, and that isn't happening right now. And so there could be some bitterness about that. Ahead of you, you've got the Nine of Wands reversed. Typically, the Nine of Wands is going to mean we're coming into a period of peace after some disruption. And so when you have this reverse, it's telling me that's blocked in some way. And what's giving us a clue to what's happening here is this Five of Swords reversed. And this position is telling me that, your advice is you really need to walk away from something that you can't win. Like, you have to pick and choose your battles here. Trying to hold on and trying to win no matter what isn't allowing you to move forward. It's not allowing you to face this challenge of restoring peace again, or bringing peace to a situation that is causing you stress and anxiety. we're looking here. Well, I'm looking at the 10 of Pentacles reversed, and it's typically 10 of Pentacles when it's upright is a great card. I mean, it talks about like lasting wealth, material wealth, or um, on a mindset, if we're talking not so much in the physical realm that Pentacles often can represent, but they can also represent the mindset. And so this is a mindset of understanding the situation around you and making the right decisions based on that. And so when it's reversed, it's telling me there's some fear here. You may be part of the reasons you may not be using your logical mind is because you're afraid of losing something or of putting yourself out there. This could be part of the reason you don't want to walk away from something or you don't want to let go of something because you feel like you're going to lose ultimately. And with the four of swords in this possible outcome situation, and also this also represents like the crown, like your mind, but and this is saying you need to come out of a phase of not doing anything, and that might be part of the reason why the situation is what it is. It's time to restore the happiness that once was. But you need to let go of something here. You need to let go of this win-win mindset, possibly for some of you. The card from the underworld, the Two of Wands, is saying that you are having a hard time moving forward. You are having a hard time making the right decision. And that plays into all of this. This idea that you can't decide, your mind's not functioning well because of this Queen of Swords reversed, right? So you may not be seeing the situation accurately, and you don't want to walk away from something here. You want to win at all costs, and really it looks like that's what's keeping you from restoring peace, because before you is this card saying that yeah, you're not coming out of this unless you make some changes. And one of the changes that the cards are saying is necessary is this ability to say, okay, I'm not going to fight this fight anymore. I don't have to win at all costs because it's ultimately costing me my peace and my peace of mind. The Magician in your external external environment it can be one of two things. One, it could be you have the power here to make your environment around you what you want. And so this is why it's so important to use your mind correctly, to restore peace, because when you choose to restore it, then you'll have it. But it can also point to someone who may be influencing your external environment. But if that were the case, and that may be the case for some of you, but if it really was the case, I would expect more. I'd expect this card to be reversed as someone is negatively impacting what's happening in your environment. So I really think it's saying that you have the ability here. If you make the choice, then you will make it come to fruition. And that really brings us to our last three cards at the top here, which is the Star, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And so the Star, ultimately, the first card there is really talking about the ability. This is a card of meditation. It's the card of Aquarius. Aquarius is really good. One of their abilities is to find solutions for complex problems, and that's what the Star represents. It stands for the fish hook, and the fish hook here means you can, through meditation and through internal contemplation, through energizing your inner pathways, your inner, in this case, the 7 stars represent the chakras, but we don't even have to take it that far if that's not a system you prescribe to. But ultimately, it's saying you can grasp what needs to be seen here, or what you need to bring healing, to bring change. And that's what's required of you here. This card is saying you need to come out of this stalemate, okay, And you need to move towards, okay, you need to frame it like, what is the solution here? You need to actively look for the solution internally. And if you do that, it leads you to the Nine of Cups, which is a card of satisfaction. Traditionally, it's a card of happiness. So there is a positive outcome here. And if we look at the timeline of what the cards are saying, is like there was this good moment, and then that good moment stopped, and you were invaded by anxiety and stress. And this is saying, if you make the right changes, and if you meditate on how do you solve this, what do you need to change, it leads to the Nine of Cups, which is the precursor to the Ten of Cups. And this is a more lasting happiness. This is kind of a shorter term happiness, but ultimately in this combination, it's saying that with the right use of your mind and your emotions, you can turn things around here. Next to the Ace of Pentacles reversed, so traditionally the Ace of Pentacles reversed on its own would really point to a missed opportunity. And when it's in this alignment with these other cards, what it's really saying is that if you do look for the right answer, you have the potential to turn this Ace of Pentacles around. You can actually gain satisfaction from this lost opportunity that may have been the cause of this stress, or even pointing to the Ace of Pentacles reverse, pointing to this middle space between what happened between happily ever after to I can't sleep at night, I'm worrying and stressed about something. So ultimately, I think it's pointing to a good resolution if you make the right changes. Let's clarify just a couple cards. Let's clarify what the Five of Swords reversed is saying here. Let's clarify the Five of Swords reversed, because this really talks about your attitude and also gives us some good advice on how to turn things around. Because really what your cards are saying here, what the spread is saying, is that you do need to make some changes here to get that outcome we're looking for. But ultimately, both potential outcome and outcome are pointing to a positive resolution here. So things are going in your favor. Yeah, so this card is really saying it's time to walk away from the struggle and figure out, or the conflict, and figure out a way, you need to explore how do you make this happen? This is a card of exploration into how do we get success? How do we get our ships to come in? And the Knight of Wands too is about using your energy to bring about positive results. This is an active card. This is a card that really speaks to putting your energy against obstacles, so that even when you get some pushback, so initially you may try to change this and hey, things aren't really going my way, I'm not getting the results I want, but the Knight of Wands is saying you got to keep going. And that's also what the Three of Wands is saying. Your threes are about movement. You want to you've made your decision and now you're moving forward and you want to keep with it. And I think that's ultimately what the cards are saying here, because this timeline is saying there needs to be some change, and this timeline is saying with these changes, then yeah, you're going to achieve this satisfaction, and you're going to turn around this moment and get back on course, back to this happily ever after. So Aries, that's what I've got for you for the next 7 days. I hope this helps shed some light. If you like the channel and you like what you heard, go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know you want to hear more. And if you want to stay on the feed, definitely hit that subscribe button. All right, Aries, peace out. Till next time.